What are you doing? Look at this. Welcome to Switch It Up. Apparently Sheila has this morning a wonderful science experiment to kick off the new year.
I started a new garden for the year. So this is my countertop garden. Got some herbs started.
What is this?
This is a sourdough starter.
Yeah, I have yet to understand what this means by any means, but...
Sourdough, it's sitting there fermenting.
I know, and she says it's alive.
It is alive. It's active.
She talked about feeding it and
You
stuff.
gotta feed the starter.
Speaking
Anyway,
of
grab
feeding,
your coffee.
Okay, we're going out. This is our last day in Kansas City with the fam. We're going to do some last minute running around, and we wanted to just start the year off with a little behind the scenes type video of RV living and what we're doing while we're home. How's that for starting it out?
But
What are you doing? What are you laughing at?
it's 2025,
Uh-huh.
but you're a little out of practice because we usually just say, just roll the intro.
I know. We haven't picked up a camera in like 4 or 5 weeks. And for you to understand why, I guess you have to watch the end of this video. But yeah, so I'm out of practice. You're out of practice too. You haven't seen us in a video for a while, so.
Well, hopefully they just watched our last video.
Yeah, where have you been?
I mean, we still put out videos.
All right, I'm out of practice. You're right. This intro has been a long intro. So
He's rambling.
I'm rambling. So roll the intro and let's go start the day and see what mischief we can get into.
A man and a woman left their home to switch things up and go on the road. They didn't know where they would go, but it's gotta be better than staying home. They switched it up. They switched it
Okay, we're at Megan's. We're gonna see what merchandise she has for us in 2025. So behind this door, we're picking up everything so we can load it in the RV. I cannot wait. But Sheila said it's a lot. See?
They look good, Todd. Look.
What?
Look at these.
What are they?
This is a campfire blanket. They look really good. Look at that. Look at just look at it. Feel that. Yeah.
So the idea is that this is what they would use for the campfire only.
Yeah.
I do like it. And see, everyone says 2021 that was our official start time.
But they argue with us. But we get to determine when we started.
Okay, and then in here are just more merch.
Oh, we got new hats.
We got new hats.
What?
You want to see our new hats?
We got new hats.
Yeah. So we got to load up to take. God.
Okay, we got the patch hats. We've got new stuff. Starting 2025 out strong.
Well, yeah. I don't know how. Maybe we should have got a bigger vehicle.
2 trips. We're gonna see. I don't know. Where are we putting all this in the RV?
This is going to go in my office, so I just won't have an office till after the rally.
No, you won't.
So
How many blankets are there?
60.
So we need you to buy blankets. Because
Well,
I
there's
am
not
not
even-
carding.
There's not even one per person available.
Oh yeah.
There's 240, 50 people,
Oh.
so
Okay.
this will be fine.
Are we gonna do like pre-orders in the future? Or-
Not of these. Not of these.
So this is a one-time deal.
This is it.
So if you don't come to an event, you don't get something like this.
They might be gone at United.
They might, but if not, then they'll be at the next huddle.
Oh.
See?
So we're
They'll
not.
carry-
You're not putting these in your basement.
No, those will be in our basement
Yeah.
down the road.
But down the road, you're not getting them on the website. That's what I'm saying. They cannot order them on the website.
Not. That's not today's plan.
Okay.
But it could change. You never know. Don't. Okay.
We are completely full. I don't know. Oh my goodness.
Hey, look! It's a new year. I got a new hairdo.
I really do like it.
Chopped it off.
But
What do you like? Do you like all that?
since we've started, I never get over the merch ideas, and Megan always like dumps on us a bunch. Oh, I thought she was bringing more.
Did you have a little panic attack?
I did. All right, next stop. So next stop is we're coming to a barrel racing event for Addie. They're having like 60 barrel racers today at a place downtown Kansas City called the American Royal, where it's a history of all kinds of ag type things here in Kansas City. So they're doing an event here. So we're stopping to enjoy a moment before we have to continue doing all of our stuff before we leave tomorrow. And it gets super cold when the snow rolls in. This should be fun. Let's see how she does. That's a good run. What'd you think?
It's fun to watch her. She's done so much better this year. She's having some good rides. And she's 9.
You do have to keep you have to keep that in perspective.
Well, and it's her first year.
I know.
And the other day she ran a 16.8,
16.5.
Yeah, something like that. And
She's competing against kids that are some pretty fancy horses.
yeah, she's doing good. So we're very proud of her. It's always fun to come in and just kind of see what the grandkids are doing. So we've been to a wrestling tournament. We've been to horses,
It's nuts.
rodeo.
Okay, last rodeo check. Now we have to prepare for the storm before we take
Prepare
off.
for the storm.
Well, I mean,
Get
so we
out
can
of
leave.
here.
Nobody wants to
Before
be here
the
for a storm.
No.
Cold.
They're calling for 10 inches of snow. Nobody needs to be here.
Home again. So, as you can see, we've been spending some time at a fairgrounds outside in Gardner, Kansas, because there really was nowhere to stay when we were back home seeing the kids. It's kind of neat though. I mean, if you look, they have over like 25 or 30 hookup sites, but the problem with their hookup sites is they are only 30 amp and there's only power, and then there's some water, but it's way back past the Bronco. So I was using like 100 and 150 foot of hose filling up the tank, and then we were able to have water. And then dumping, we would load into the truck, and then I would go over to an RV dealership and I would dump from the truck, and they had a dump station that you could pay $20, I think, to dump. So this was our home for the last 5 weeks, I think. And it's the 17 inches of snow predicted. Well, I would say 9 to 17 inches of snow predicted to start tomorrow late afternoon. So we're boogieing to get out of here. But I guess a little side tip is, if you're looking for places to stay, don't overlook fairgrounds. A lot of fairgrounds, I guess, have hookups for doing different things. All right, heading in. Look at, she's relaxing on the wonderful love sack. Do you still like the couch?
I do.
I like the couch as well. I think in RV life, we should look for things like this for function. A lot of times I don't look for furniture that we can modify and put in our RVs, but this thing is great. If it can fit, you should think about it.
Well, it can fit.
They can?
Yeah.
Well, just depends. Okay, Sheila.
Depends on what.
Well, it depends on if they have a slide that's big enough.
We don't have to go on a slide. They can make it fit. It's worth it.
Can I sit next to you? Can I sit down?
This is my couch.
I know.
You want to sit on the couch?
I do. We're sitting on the couch to start out 2025. It has been a fun last full day here in Kansas City. We have been quiet for the last few weeks because we needed some downtime, didn't we?
Well, we had the holidays.
Mm-hmm.
We did a year-end review video,
We took some,
which was great because I enjoy that, just to look back at all that happened last year, and it's like, whew, that was a whirlwind.
It was a whirlwind, and I think because we're going so much, that we honestly kind of, like, if you think about the Tampa show coming up, that's when we showcased this, but we didn't pick the RV up until mid to late March.
Right.
And
So
hit
it
the
hasn't
road.
even been a full year yet for us to be, and we feel it, like we're still trying to figure out some, it just takes a little bit to figure out where things go and
So it's kind of like
organizing.
the reset for us is like when we first started, we said somebody told us to take a year. So if you're getting ready to start your RV adventure, then this is that like year thing for us, because it's new and having to figure out the routines and maintenance and all that stuff just takes time.
Well, yeah, so if you are starting out that whole year thing, there's going to be times where you're like, yeah, this is a lot of work and I'm done. I've felt that a couple times this year.
Yep. And I think we ran a lot. We did do a lot.
It was a busy year.
But we're fun, and it was fun, and now we're starting 2025, and the running kicks up.
Each year it seems to just ramp up a little faster.
It does, and we are starting our 5th year. So if you're just now tuning in,
yeah, we were established in 2021.
yeah, because all of our merchandise says that. It's only been 4 full years that we've been on the road.
Yeah.
We are starting our 5th year, and in 4 years, if you think over everything that's happened, it's amazing. From not knowing how to drive to where we are now, it's mind-numbing.
I think we've been on the fast track of School of Hard Knocks.
Yes.
We have figured it out, a lot of things, but we've done 13 huddles in those 4 years. And I don't know how many crew campouts now we've had. But it's thousands of people, and that's what makes it so enjoyable. So I've been looking forward to rolling out of here. It's always hard to say goodbye to the grandkids and the kids, though. That's hard. Especially when you've been planted for a while through the holidays. It's like,
We found that about 6 weeks is a good time frame for us to figure out a way to get home somehow.
Yeah.
And see everyone. After that, we feel like we've been out too long. So we need to come back and generally rejuvenate for like a couple weeks with them and then go back out. We have learned that in 4 years.
Well, I think 6 weeks is too short. I mean, I think we have to go out a little longer than that, because that's by the time you have to then turn around and come back.
Yeah, but we fly home too.
Yes.
We do that.
But what I was trying to say is that I'm looking forward to, or getting ready to head out. And it's been a while since we've seen the crew, and I'm looking forward to seeing some of them at our first rally that we're putting together. That's in a
few weeks.
Well,
not even few, like 2.5.
Like 10 days or
10
something.
days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we are going to go see some crew at the Tampa RV show.
So the tickets are still available if you want to come and hang out at the Tampa RV show. We're going to be doing that with Craig and Victoria from Wild RV Life.
Yeah, we've rented a brewery for the day, or for the few hours that evening on Saturday the 18th. So come hang out with us and with Craig and Victoria. They're good kids. They're kids. Like, they're young enough to be our kids.
That's
but
why
they're
fun
a lot
to
of
watch.
fun.
So you've got that. And then if you're wondering, okay, well, what's the event schedule stuff? There's 2 ways I would recommend. One, go to the website, @switchitup.com, and register for the newsletter. It is where Sheila does a newsletter once a month, and fills everybody in and does a little recap, things like that. That's a great place to kind of get reminded, because we know not everyone actually can keep up on videos and you're traveling. So sometimes we get these messages as like, we didn't even know you were going to be there.
Yeah.
So the newsletter is key, and you just go on there and just sign up so you can get that. I think we have about 3,000 people on that. And then the second way is on the website. You have this whole thing where you can see all of our event schedules, where we're going to be, and there's a merch store. And so all the merchandise we just picked up, believe it or not, oh my goodness, we stuck it back in the back area. Sheila doesn't.
I don't have an office for the next 2 weeks, but that's okay. I'll work out here on the couch.
So we need people at the United Rally. Please take some of this off our hands. We found that having merch at events and stuff is great. If you're doing pre-orders and things like that, it just isn't as fun. It just feels like there's a lot more energy, and I enjoy having.
Well, people always ask, like, well, why do you do merch? And for us, it's really about our community. It is a piece so that crew can find crew in the wild, because you'll see flags or they'll see shirts, and it's just it's a conversation starter.
Absolutely.
So we just think it's a great way for the crew to find each other, and that's how relationships and traveling together. It's just more fun when you are, with like-minded people that you've met along the way.
Yeah, so if you're getting ready and you're going to go buy an RV, finding that community, some people find it in whatever brand manufacturer that you're going to do. Maybe you're going to go to some different rallies that you see on your agenda. But Switch It Up is a community. Like right now, there's a crew camp out happening in Quartzsite. We're not even there. And they are all rallied up, and they're sending us pictures.
Yeah.
And that is what we are so proud to be part of this. It's no longer Sheila and I, it's all of you and what you're creating. So,
you forgot to tell them another way to find those events, and you can find the crew is on our app. That's a great way to see what crew campouts are happening, or where there's crew near you. We've had people say, oh, there's somebody near me, let's just meet up and go grab dinner together. And, they just make a new friend.
Because on the app, you have a messaging component, so you can message the person that's around you. And on top of that, there's some huge changes coming to the app. And we have taken almost all of last year developing and getting it to. Now we're going to go to second phase, where it's usability. It's going to have a new look to it. And we took all of the stuff that you guys were telling us, because Switch It Up is a community.
Feedback.
We get your feedback, right?
Yep.
You did that with the huddles too,
and the shirts. Like, we didn't even think about merch until you're like, well, what about this and what about that? And so we are a community where we're building this together.
So I'm happy with how the app's turning out. So if you download the app, it's free. You'll see the updates coming soon. We're doing some finalizations with Ed and stuff, so we'll hopefully get to see that rolling out. So that's fun.
Yes.
Is there anything?
Well, just giving you just a high picture
high
view
picture.
Is we have that event, our rally in January. We then have a huddle in Oregon and one in South Dakota this year, and we're taking our first crew cruise. It's an XP trip to Alaska. We call it an experience trip. We have that going on in July. It's kind of just a high view look of what we've got going on.
So be prepared. Go to the website, download the app, do all the things, get on the newsletter. It is just the best way. You can peruse through the newsletter to see if you're going to miss anything out. It only comes out once a month, so it's not spamming you with all kinds of crazy stuff. And
you sign up for the newsletter on the website.
On the website.
Yeah.
And I think that's it. They're predicting 9 to 17 inches of snow starting late tomorrow.
So we're leaving a little earlier out of here than anticipated. There's some big Arctic front coming through. Sounds like a lot of you will probably be impacted.
We don't want to be the snow RVers. That's not our thing. No. We don't want to do that. We want to go somewhere warm. And Tucson, Arizona, we're going to the rally, and
it's not going to be warm in comparison, but it's warm compared to where I guess Kansas City is.
Yeah. And if you like Sheila's new hairdo, I know we made comment on it earlier,
It's a new year, new do.
new hair. You know, I did that once, and my hair got really long, and everyone told me how much they hated it by the end of the year.
Well, you looked a little shaggy.
I was bad. I don't know why you guys let me do that. That was just horrible. That hairdo was bad. It really was. I looked back at our old videos. I'm like, why? I was not meant to have long hair, apparently.
So we're rolling out tomorrow. We're going to go say goodbye to the
Kiddos
grandkids and roll out tomorrow, and I'm sure we'll take you along with us.
So there's your little impromptu video, behind the scenes, a little bit of our where we've been, what's been going on, and we look forward to sharing some adventures with you very soon. And come see us at the Tampa RV show. Come see us maybe at Courtside RV show. Well, you can't come to the Tucson rally, it's closed. But
speaking of the Courtside show, there is on the 24th. There is a come meet some YouTube channel creator things in the seminar tent on Saturday. So
are we going?
We'll be there.
Oh, well, see, there you go. I didn't even know that. I'm going to be there. Not that it matters, but apparently we're going to be there too.
You're going to be there.
Yeah. So we are going to do our rally, United Rally, fly to, because people are like, you're driving? No, we're going to fly way over to Tampa and then fly back. So that's the plan.
For those of you that have been with us for 4 years,
yeah, I don't
this
know
is
our
our
schedule.
5th year. Todd's going to start learning the United States layout. He's getting much better at it. Although you thought we could get to Tucson, that was a whole thing.
I didn't know.
It was so far south. You didn't.
I had no
realize
idea how far south Tucson was.
It's almost to Mexico.
It is. It's a long ways down there, guys. I didn't know that. But I'll get to know the United States good enough soon, hopefully.
You just drive the road.
5th year. I mean, by the 5th year you start. So, all right. Hope you enjoyed today's video. It was simple, easy. We'll do some more adventure stuff as we hit the road and showcasing some of our driving things. Maybe on Thursday. I'll show you when we have some lost footage of us driving over the pass when we came into Kansas and we drove through our first snow.
You sure you just don't want to throw it in this video to say, hey, this is how we got here?
No, that's called a teaser. It's called a teaser. You need a teaser. So you need to like, comment, subscribe, be a doer of all things. And with that being said, we'll see you on the next video. And Sheila,
are we still doing that in 2025?
Oh yeah, we're going to do it. Yeah, do it. Do it.
We're out. We could do new things.
No, that's perfect. I love being out.